Well, I'm so glad we were able to get together today. This is really nice to spend time together. And I think part of the purpose is for us to get to know each other. So I'll kick it off. Coral, you're from Flagstaff?
I am from Flagstaff. Well, I've been here since I was 4.
4 years old?
4 years old, a long time.
Where were you born?
I was born at Holloman Air Force Base, Alamogordo, New Mexico. Yeah.
And was your mother born in New Mexico?
No, actually, my mom was born here. My family's been here in Flagstaff since 1929, so I'm third generation here.
Wow, long
Pretty
time.
good.
And you stayed in Flagstaff ever since?
I stayed in Flagstaff ever since. I love Flagstaff. I love the environment. It's a great place to raise a family. This is home.
That's nice.
And
Al, what about you?
I ran out of money at the Grand Canyon. I had to get a job, got a job.
No
and
way, really? You ran out of money at the
I
Grand
ran
Canyon?
out of money and got a job in 1976 at the Grand Canyon. And then 13 years later, when I left there, it was a choice between San Francisco or Flagstaff. And we went and visited both areas.
Right.
And chose Flagstaff. And I was really secretly kind of delighted with that because, first of all, there's no place to park anywhere in San Francisco, and it's very expensive. But
San Francisco here or San Francisco the city?
California.
Or both.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, San Francisco street is fine. Yeah, and then ended up working, moving here in 1989, and working in the hotel business here, and then started a recycling company, and then I broke my back, and then I got involved with the Disability Awareness Commission, and started to realize what was going on, and stayed involved ever since that time. But Flagstaff is very special. I used to camp at Lockett Meadow. I love this place. I mean, Sedona. I've fallen in love in Sedona probably 5 times. It's just a great. It's a great part of Arizona. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
Right.
How about you?
Sweet.
I came here as a child. My mother came back to school to further pursue her higher education degree at NAU. So we lived on campus in the summers.
Good place.
Yeah, a good place to be. You work there. And then in 1997 I came here as an adult and went to school at Northern Arizona University and just really never left. I left for law school temporarily and came back and continued working in the community and just sort of fell in love. So sort of like you, there's so much that Northern Arizona and especially Flagstaff has to offer that, you know, it really made me decide to stay in the community, and it's my home, and I feel like I'm at home when I'm here, and that's a good thing since I'm mayor-elect now.
Yeah.
Carla, what about you?
Well, I guess I'm the outcast here a little bit because I'm not a native of Flagstaff, but I've been in Arizona for 40-plus years. Makes me a native, I think.
Yeah.
But we're from Glendale, Arizona, where my husband was a native, and we looked for years to get out of the valley due to smog and traffic. And we looked and looked. We looked places. We looked Prescott. We looked Payson, Wickenburg. And then we found Flagstaff, and we were very concerned as my son was going into middle school. School was a priority as far as what their school system was like.
Right.
And after meeting the principal at MEMS, and we liked him so well that, and then we looked at Flagstaff, what it offered. I mean, if you're bored in Flagstaff, it's your own fault. There's just so much to do here, recreational, culturally, academically, free lectures and everything. We just fell in love with Flagstaff. And when we moved, it was everything we hoped it would be, except, of course, for the price of housing, which we still rent. But we've stayed because it has been everything we've hoped for. It's a small field type of community with larger community amenities. I mean, it's a caring community. It's friendly, and we love it, and it's our home. So.
Speaking of home, where do you live in town?
We live on the east side in some townhomes off of Country Club Drive.
Okay.
I ride the bus to work. Not every day, but I do ride the bus a lot. And my son now is a college student here at Northern Arizona University, where I work. I'm an admin assistant there, and I love my job. It's a great place to work, got great benefits. And when I first moved here, I worked at the hospital for a couple months, and I just felt out of sync, not being in the educational realm, because I'm a former teacher from way back, although I'm not teaching now, but I did do some work for Coconino Community College in their GED program, which I really like that.
It should be on the right side.
It's interesting, the sense of home. I come from Massachusetts, and I haven't been back to Massachusetts except to visit in 30 years. And it's kind of different in terms of humidity, in terms of the ocean, in terms of certain things that people say, do you ever miss that? And I don't. And the reason for it is a 180-degree horizon of the bluest sky that you could ever see,
Clear
a
air.
feeling of wide open space and
Right.
freedom that kind of comes with, I think, the West, but a small western mountain town as well. So home, here I'm about as far east in Flagstaff as you can be and still be in the city limits. Moved there without the intent of ever staying there. Since I broke my back, I don't want anything else. Now it's 1,000 square foot. It's clean from here down. It's everything I can manage. It's great, you know. And in a lot of ways, what I think is nice about it, or what makes it home, is that spirit of freedom and open space that you have here, combined with I'm done traveling, I guess.
That's right.
I think that one of the things that those of us who are from Northern Arizona and from Flagstaff know the importance of is really making sure that we preserve this thing that we love about Flagstaff.
That's
You know,
right.
this sense of community and a sense of clean air and open space and really the vibrancy of our community. Coral, you are involved in a real vibrant aspect of our community with kids in our community. Do you want to talk about that?
Well, I'm currently executive director of the Sunnyside and Southside Community Associations, and I think what you're probably talking about is the I Am Youth group that we have. We have a really great group of kids in the Sunnyside, and also kids from outside the Sunnyside area, that get together once a week for an hour and a half, and they meet on different topics. People come in and talk to them about gang prevention, about school, and then they also do community service hours in their neighborhood in Sunnyside, and also outside of Sunnyside, up to 6 hours a month. Non-court mandated. None of these kids are doing it because the court's telling them to do it. They're doing it because they want to give back to their community. The concept is if we could teach the kids while they're young to give back to the community, to be actively involved in their neighborhood, then when they get older, they'll be the ones that are on block watch, the PTOs, city council. They'll be the ones that are
School
out
boards.
there, school boards, giving back to the
That's great.
community. And so we're trying to teach them at a young age. The group is about 10 years old now. We have people that are graduating now from the group, graduating from high school, that are coming back to be peer leaders to the younger ones that are active. So it's just a really cool thing.
I think that's great. I think mentoring is such an important part of what I love about my experience here in Flagstaff. I feel as a young woman, as a young professional, I was successfully mentored both through the university and people in the community. When I started to practice law here, my practice was representing juveniles who were in the court system and small children and families. And through that experience, I really learned that if we make early investments in kids and in families in our community, that they have real long-reaching results. And you probably know that as a teacher,
Right.
Running a business in
Yeah, I
town.
think,
Very
I mean,
important.
essentially,
Early
when- in
intervention.
the interview process, when you ask what the role of a manager is, I mean, the more you identify with teaching and sharing everything you know.
Right.
I mean, frankly, it's just a kind of a matter of expediency if you think about it. I share everything I know with everybody who works in the same environment. It's more time to spend in the future, which really is our role, I think, as leaders and what better place? I mean, look, I think
I know, what
the whole
better place.
concept of preserving this place so that, and that, frankly, is the whole sustainability thing for me.
I actually had a big sister when I was little,
Yeah.
and she actually
Oh,
worked
that's
at
great.
NAU.
Oh, that's
My
great.
big sister Jamie Smith for like 8 years. Who was
Really?
a great mentor.
I think mentoring plays a key role, and I
Yes.
think that that relationship can occur horizontally throughout the council relationships from those who have served on council before us and who are currently serving on council again for future terms, but also to be able to bring what I think works out well in mentoring relationships, which is that fresh perspective. And I think that's a real special thing.
Well, we're setting ourselves up, I think, for a wonderful series of further discussions yet to come. And it looks like we're just about out of time.
I think so.
So,
Nice
so
meeting.
I just want to say how nice it is.
Hi.
I'm looking forward to serving. I think this is great, and
We have a lot
very
of things in
excited about it
common.
all.
Yeah,
It's
I'm looking forward to it.
I like it.
All right.
Well, thanks so much for talking with us. This has been a good day, and we're looking forward to serving the citizens of Flagstaff and doing really good work for the people of Flagstaff and the greater Flagstaff community. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
All right.